In the 90s, my job was managing Taco Bells, helping out with problem stores and opening up new stores down south. One day, one of my crew, a teenage girl, was in tears over something she was dealing with at home, and we were out in the parking lot next to her car, standing by her open door. If I remember correctly, she was upset over the fact that her parents dealt with her problems by sending her to doctors, and she dumped her purse onto the driver's seat. Out tumbled at least 5 prescription pill bottles. Little did I know that about 10 years later, I would find myself in the same position, diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, medicated for side effects of tremors, pain, etc. And then there are no words for my emotional state after losing my son. I was put on high doses of antidepressants, and when that didn't help much, they added a second prescription to boost the first one. But when I started my relationship with God, I found out that I'd been living such a negative life. When I look back now with what I know, all I can say is that I missed out on so much life. Since my healing of MS, I have now been off of 7 medications for almost a year, but I still took a little tiny opioid pill for leg pain. My legs were weak, and arthritis in my feet made it difficult to stand for very long. It was the one thing that I was still just waiting on God to heal. And this past Sunday, I noticed a change. First, I must say that my attitude about all of life has changed drastically over the past 2 years. I'm calmer. I take problems that come with a grain of salt, knowing that God can handle it, and I no longer let it destroy me. I find myself laughing instead of crying when something happens beyond my control. And most of all, I rely on God's timing and know that His ways are so much better than mine. My way was not working out for me. So now I just sit back and watch Him work, or He'll give me the answer so that I can tackle the problem. But for the most part, I have so much patience because everything involves waiting on God. So Sunday, it was the first time that I stood up to worship and sing for the entire time of praise and worship. I got a little tired, but I stayed standing. I was not going to give in. And then Monday morning, I forgot to take my pills, and I had very minimal pain, so I didn't take the opioid. And then the next day, and the next, and I'm going to keep removing them until I know that I don't even need the bottle anymore. If you listen to my videos, I talk about some anger that I had in one called the people pleasing trap. Not too long after that incident was when my body started failing me. I had issues with walking, using my hands, and tremors all over my body. I had multiple surgeries and dealt with lung cancer. Now that anger is gone. I have forgiven anyone who hurt me, whether it was intentional or not. I had created such a negative force all around me and blamed everyone. And I opened a door for the enemy to start killing my body. Changing my thoughts, my words, and everything I watch and listen to has made me a new person, and my pain is disappearing. In that same video, I say that I'm not blaming my illness on my anger, but I think I've changed my mind because now my mind is free and my heart is full of Jesus. I have a supernatural peace and joy, and my pain is better every day. I no longer rely on medication to get me through the day. I rely on God. By the way, today I am 2 years cancer free. Now, you may have to rely on meds for something, and that's okay. I never condemned myself for still needing that help. But one day I forgot to take them, and I realized that maybe I didn't need them anymore. I love relying on God alone. Remember, you are always under God's hand, and every Ugg day is a hug day.